Today we're going to talk about how to correctly cite images so that you can use other images that are on the web that you find and you will not be committing plagiarism. Which you would think if you find images on Google, wouldn't you think that those would be free to use? But they're not always listed as that. And so today I'm going to show you how to appropriately do that for this class so that you will not be committing plagiarism and you will give credit where credit is due. Because if someone spent a lot of time and energy into taking pictures that they're super proud of, don't you think it would be super disappointing if people took those and didn't even give them credit? So today, I will be following along on this handout. It's called Directions for Google Images Lesson, and it is attached to your assignment for this week. So this is what I will be going through. I probably won't click back and forth because that will get confusing, but I'm going to tell you these steps as I go through them so you can have this open when you complete your assignment as well. Use this as a guide so that you don't miss any steps, okay? Here we go. So the very first thing says to type your topic on Google Images. You need to go to Google Images first. And here I have pulled up Google Images. So now you want to type your topic, whatever it is you're studying. It might be a person, a place, it could even be an animal. I'm going to type in an animal because that makes it easy. I'm going to type in a snow leopard. Okay, so here pop up images that I can use. But first, I'm going to start with going through all the lists to make sure I can use these images. So number 2 says, at the top middle, click on Tools. So right here we see Tools. I'm going to click it. Number 3, choose Usage Rights. Right here it says Usage Rights. Number 4, change all. So I have to click it. Right now it's on all. And I'm going to change it to Creative Commons licenses. Once I change that, my page refreshes to images that I can freely use. So now I can scroll through and look to find the image I want. But we don't stop there. I'm going to have you take it a little bit further so that I can check and see where you got it and to see if it is a free to use or share image. So scroll through until you see one you want. I decide I want this picture. So that brings me to number 5. Right-click the image you want and choose Open Image in a new tab. So I'm going to go to Open Image in a new tab, click. And then a new tab popped open here. So I'm going to click it to check. Now that I see my image is in a new tab by itself. That is exactly what I want. That brings me to number 6. In the new tab, I'm going to right-click my image and choose Save Image As. So I'm going to save image as, and then I'm going to save it. I can rename it. I'm going to name it Snow Leopard 1. Always want to be cautious of where you save your stuff. I think it's a good idea to maybe just save it in pictures because that's a safe bet. So I'm going to choose pictures and click save. That way I know I'll be able to find it. Then I have to go to number 7, which is where I can insert my image into a Google Slides presentation. So I already have some Google Slides open here. So I'm going to make a new slide. There are 2 different ways that I can insert this image. If I want it just as a picture, I can click Insert Image, and I'm going to upload it from my computer. This is on number 7. And then I'm going to go to my pictures, and I'm going to look for Snow Leopard 1, open. Now I have my image. Or what I could do as well, if I wanted to, I could go to another slide and I can change the background. So I could choose background. choose image, and I can upload. I'm going to browse the same way. I'm going to go to pictures because I know that's where it is. I'm going to click on Snow Leopard 1. Now I have it as the background. So you can do either way, background or picture. That is number 7. So that brings us to number 8. Now I'm going to open a new tab and go to a new website. My new tab is open. I'm going to go to tinyurl.com. Once I have this open, I'm ready for number 9. In the tab with the image you opened by itself, I want to go to that, and I'm going to copy the URL, this very long gobbledygook, and I'm going to click Control-C to copy. Number 10 says that I go back to tinyurl.com. I'm going to click where it says enter a long URL to make tiny, and I'm going to paste it in there. This is number 10. Control-V to paste. Number 11, I click this Make Tiny URL button right here. Make Tiny. And it says the following URL was created. I'll move my picture over so you can see that huge, humongous URL. Oh my goodness, it's so long. Was now created. Look, it had a length of 12,151 characters, and now it has 28. That's why we make it tiny, so that it doesn't take up your entire slide. So I'm going to highlight right here my new tiny URL that's been shortened to 28 characters. Highlight it. This is number 12. I'm going to Control-C to copy. Now, my very last step, I go back to my slideshow presentation, and I have to paste this in here. So I could do it 2 ways. If it's on the picture, I want to make sure that nothing is highlighted. So this blue box that's highlighted right now, or the picture, I don't want that because it will erase the picture or the box. So I'm going to click out here into the gray area to make sure nothing is clicked on, and then I'm going to paste Control-V, and I get my tiny URL. I can make the box small. I can move it wherever I want it. I can put it under my picture. Or if you have it as the background, same thing. Click in the gray area on the side, Control-V. You can move your box around. It already highlights it in white for you so we can see it. Now that I've inserted my links, I'm good to go. I have a picture that I can freely use, and I've cited exactly where I've gotten it so that I can go back and check to see exactly where you've gotten it from. You're good to go. So make sure you follow along and do all 13 steps. I know that's a lot, but the more you do this, the faster you'll get at it. Also, you want to try to make sure to do all 13 steps in the same sitting, because otherwise you won't have your tabs still open probably to the websites you need to get to and to the pictures. And then if you go back the next day to try to find the pictures, a lot of times they vanish. It's like you can never find the same picture the next day. You try to do this all in the same sitting. If you have any questions, please email me or hop on our Zoom meets. See you next week. Bye.